Hello everyone, this is Scarzig, and welcome back to the next installment of Duelyst. Today we're playing even more Magmar, and we've got some deck changes to go over first of all. Last time we were running a very aggressive Rush Minion focused deck. This time around we've switched it up to a more, not true control, but definitely more late game focused deck. If you wanted to get really technical, I suppose you could call it maybe top heavy mid range, if that makes sense. But I thank you guys so much, first of all, for all of your help and feedback and advice about how to play the Magmar faction, about how to build these decks. They were definitely the faction that I had the least experience with, so you guys giving me all that help really jump-started my foray into this faction for sure. So let's go over what I have here today, and hopefully I can do you proud. I'm running 3 Flash Reincarnation, 2 Diretide Frenzy, 3 Healing Mystic, 2 Natural Selection, a Rust Crawler, 3 Young Silithars, Crossbones, 2 Kinetic Equilibrium, 2 Wings of Paradise, 2 Egg Morphs, 2 Emerald Rejuvenators, 2 Twilight Sorcerers, and 3 Veteran Silithars. Now, if you really wanted to, you could cut the 1 Silithar to get a 3rd Rejuvenator, but you don't really need too much healing in this deck, I find, because we're going to be playing very carefully. And I like that the Veteran Silithar has 5 HP because it lets it stick around usually for an extra turn. And it trades into enemy Rejuvenators, and again, it can stay around. So I do like that these guys are a bit stickier. And they combo a lot better with Flash Reincarnation instead of bringing out a 4-2. It lets you bring out a 4-3, and which is really good during our early mid-game phase. I've got a Keeper of the Vale here as well. Really good for if it brings back a Veteran Silithar or a Makantor Warbeast or something like that. I did get my hands on a Metamorphosis. I was not running these for a little bit while I was doing some testing on this deck for a couple days, but I realized that this card is just way too good to pass up, and I did have to finally get my hands on one. I do have 2 Plasma Storms here. These are sort of placeholders for more Metamorphosis. But all in all, it functions as good removal if you're getting swarmed by 2 drops and Wraithlings. And because of the 3 or less attack, it's also a really strong tech against the Lionar. Takes out Ironcliff Guardians, Silverguard Knights, Suntide Maidens. Usually 3 attack is their top damage point, I'd say. So Plasma Storm is very effective against them, again, mostly for taking out Ironcliff Guardians. So those come in handy. I've got 2 Spirit Harvesters. These are good for maintaining board control and taking out small stuff. You can flash these out if you need to. 5-3 that plays Tempest at the end of the turn isn't bad. And I've got 2 Archon Spellbinders here, 2 Makantor Warbeast, and a Silithar Elder. Now the Spellbinders are just kind of here to placehold because I don't have 3 Makantor Warbeasts like I want. And they're still pretty solid overall, making your opponent pay more for their spells. And if you use Flash Reincarnation, you get a 7/7 for 4 mana, which is very good. And just 1 Silithar Elder. I think optimally for a full control deck you want 2, but just having the 1 for me for now is pretty good. It's been in the testing that I've done over the last couple days has been showing me some success. So let's get into the ladder here and let's see what we find. Probably Lionar. Oh, Songhai. Cool. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so opening up, Wings of Paradise is really good. Ooh. I could also open up with Flash Veteran Silithar. And he went Mana Forger, so... Now, if I flash Veteran Silithar, he could go Phoenix Fire, move forward, and just kill it with the egg. So that would be 2 cards for just his 1 in a general attack. If I summon the Wings of Paradise instead, I'll give up the center mana tile, but that sets me up, I think, to have a better shot at taking out this Mana Forger, because both of these would die to Phoenix Fire anyway. So I think that that's the proper play. Since we are more late game focused, we don't need to worry about heavily contesting mana tiles. And yeah, here's the Tuskboar. And luckily, because of the way I played this, you can't kill it. Onyx Bear Seal, that's fine by me. Don't need Metamorphosis just yet. Flash Warbeast would be really good here. Flash Warbeast. Because then I can attack the Mana Forger and it stays alive with 1 HP. Move down here. I now have the Pando to watch my back. Can't be attacked. He can still Phoenix Fire if he really needs to backstab me with something. Another Mana Forger, so we know this is spell high. He's going to be looking to just burn me out, maybe. Wind Strike, very good. Very good there. Takes out the Pando that he gave me. And the Mana Forger's played in a defensive position, so I can't get at it. So we'll swap out the Veteran Silithar. If I play Twilight Sorcerer, I'll get my Flash Reincarnation back. Then I could Flash Emerald Rejuvenator, which I think might be very good because I want to keep high HP. Alright, and that lets me pressure this Mana Forger. Now, spell-based Songhai is going to want to play Keep Away game, but I just want to focus on keeping my HP high. Because they'll want to burn you out, but I think that they do run out of steam eventually, honestly. Wind Strike kills this, and the Twilight Sorcerer stays alive to kill the Mana Forger. And he Phoenix Fires me. It might have been better if he Phoenix Fired the Twilight Sorcerer, because then it would trade into the Mana Forger. So, So for now, do I want to swap out the Silithar Elder? Six. Yeah, we'll swap. Well, next turn. Will Silithar really help me in this matchup? Swap out the Egg Morph. Metamorphosis. Okay, so we'll just play the Wings of Paradise. I'm going to leave this Jaxi alive. That way, I want it to die on his turn. That leaves the Mini Jax vulnerable. And it's not going to be a range unit that he can buff. That way, if it dies on his turn, then there you go, Tuskboar. Okay, so he's going to Tuskboar the Wings of Paradise. Luckily, it trades, which is fine by me. And I have Plasma Storm to take out the Lantern Fox without giving him anything. Archon Spellbinder would actually be really good here. And I could just leave the Lantern Fox alive for now. Take that out. Yeah, so we'll swap out the Silithar Elder. Natural Selection. Okay. That changes the plan. Kill this guy. Move up. Natural Selection this bad boy. And then that lets us play the Veteran Silithar. That's an overall cleaner play for us because we take out the Lantern Fox and it doesn't give him any spells. And then next turn we can drop the Archon Spellbinder. Rustcrawler is going to come in handy in this matchup too if he puts on a Cyclone Mask. He's only got 4 cards in his hand, so Spiral Technique, yeah. It's really whatever. Because he, is getting desperate. do want to fish for some healing, though. Nah, not gonna get it. Alright, so I got some healing for next turn, so hopefully he doesn't have another spiral technique or anything else to burn me with. And with the Archon Spellbinder up, it increases my chance of surviving any follow-up to that combo. Because sometimes you get healed, sometimes you don't. So it might be a good idea to put an Earth Sphere in here if I'm starting to run into a lot of Spell Song High. Because normally, if you're playing a tempo deck or something more mid-range, you can just pile on the pressure. Oh no! Why'd it take you so long to cast that spiral technique, man? You slow-rolled me. That's bad manners. That's bad manners. Can't believe you slow-rolled me. Yeah, so we played it pretty well, actually. But didn't get our healing in time. So Magmar mirror is pretty good. And if he's playing control Magmar too, then this match is going to run forever. So I apologize ahead of time. You're going to be here until tomorrow. Oh! That's like the worst play in the game. Where you completely deny this mana to your opponent with this airdrop. And facing Mechazor, that sets you so far behind. It's not even funny. And then even if I natural selection this thing to get it out of the way. Well, I do have a Crossbones in this deck. So we're going to keep replacing until we get it, and then we'll be okay. That's the way I look at it. You can honestly do the same thing with Tuskbore, where you just deny this mana, but you know, at least I don't have to take 3 damage, 6 damage to try to kill it. Or Wings of Mechazor makes it so you can't even move too forward, so it denies the mana and boxes you in to this side. I didn't even want to waste the natural selection on it, because then I can't play a 2-drop regardless, so plays like that really get to me. I'm not sure if denying the player 2 mana like that is... I don't know, I'm rambling. Alright, so when your opponent gets all 3 mana tiles like that, you're definitely in a pickle. You need to fall back a little bit. The advantage that they get from that normally wears off in a couple turns. And Helm of Mechazor Rush is whatever. Oh, I took 2 damage. Diretide Frenzy would be really sick here. So, don't need 2 Emerald Rejuvenators. 2 natural selection though. So I can go double natural selection to take out the Vindicator and the Headhunter, which is probably my best bet. And then the young Silithar can hit the Wings of Mechazor. Because I don't want to attack it. I want to keep my health high. Oh yeah, that's right, I can't natural selection this because it's got 3 attack. Well, at any rate, this moving this here is fine by me. I should have stepped him right there. definitely a misplay by me. For some reason, when I think of natural selection, I think it only affects my opponent's units. It's like not used to playing around that card yet. I did take the Jaxies out of this deck from what I was running before because the mini Jaxes were really screwing me over, so still got that same thing to it. Spirit Harvester. Okay. We'll move up. Natural selection you. And play the Wings of Paradise. He's only got 2 Mechazor pieces out so far, so that's a plus. We might live. Because around this turn, okay, so that's 3. Around this turn is when your opponent is starting to get a lot more progress done on that. And if you want to hit me with 7, 8, 9, that's fine. So that's 4 pieces of Mechazor. 5. Crud. Hits me for 11. Okay. So, Spirit Harvester takes care of this problem. Flash Reincarnation. 5, 6, 7. Drat. So I don't have enough to play Spirit Harvester and the Emerald Rejuvenator. And if he hits me for 8, 9, 10, Wings of Paradise can hit him, and then the Spirit Harvester would hit him. That's only 7. Oh man, that's rough. 1 short on everything. So I guess doing it more defensively is key. Alright, so if I survive this turn, I can at least play Kinetic Equilibrium to kill that Mechazor. But he's going to want to shoot me in the face with it first. That leaves me at 3. Makantor Warbeast. Rough. Ain't nothing you can do about that. We got out-tempoed. Didn't get our Crossbones. Darn. That's one of the reasons I had it in this deck, because Mechazor can really cheese you out like that if you don't have anything to deal with it. And I was 1 off. I was 1 off of dealing with it. And I wouldn't even have... Could I have Plasma? Plasma Storm into Flash Rejuvenator might have let me live. But then Mechazor would have still been at 8 HP, so... Might have given me a chance to draw Crossbones, now that I think about it.
Magmar versus Abyssian.
So, there's a chance that I could have gotten Crossbones, I think, if I would have made that other play. Since I have a 2-drop, I might be able to hold the Warbeast, because I got 2-3, and by drawing cards these next handful of turns, there's a chance I could get Flash Reincarnation and drop the Warbeast early. So I think that that's what we're going to go with. Because if my opponent plays Wraithling Swarm and whatnot, then the Warbeast can get me some value if I Flash Reincarnate it out. But I'm glad that I'm able to really think over my mistakes. Because I made a couple misplays that last match, so I'm not too salty about losing. Aether Master. So this is probably going to be Burn Abyssian running a White Widow or something. And that's the new card that came out. Every time you replace a card in your hand, it pings either the enemy general or one of their creatures for 2 damage. I guess I can just take this opportunity to take some mana tiles. See, I can move forward, attack, Healing Mystic heals this. Then I wouldn't have enough to play Wings of Paradise. Wait, no, if I move him there, move down here, yeah, so I can at least block that mana tile. But does it matter? I think I want to summon the Wings of Paradise so that I can take out the Aether Master. Because he'll become an egg anyway, and he's out of range of the Aether Master doing another ping of damage. So this allows me to save the mana tiles in a way that'll let me make better use of them next turn. And if that's a White Widow, then the Wings of Paradise counters that as well. That's fine. I can dig it. Sworn Avenger. And another Aether Master. Okay. Whoo boy, do I ever need a flash reincarnation. Actually, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. So that is the play of the century. We move down here. We move the Wings of Paradise up here. We summon the Makantor Warbeast. And run all up in there. Ooh! Supreme value. Oh! We won with 1 card, boys. Okay. Okay. So saving those mana tiles was actually the correct play with the Wings of Paradise. Oh my goodness, I love that card. Wings of Paradise is so good. Because normally minions with flying costs way more mana than they're actually worth, because the flying keyword is extremely strong. And now they finally released a minion that actually has decent stats, a decent mana cost with flying. So Wings of Paradise is going to let you pull out some really crazy stuff. Diretide, Egg Morph. Oh, excuse me. I want to hold this Egg Morph because if my opponent buffs a creature with Scion's Third Wish, I can Egg Morph it. And even though it might be somewhere where I can't actually get to it to kill it in time, when it hatches from the egg, the Third Wish won't be on it anymore. So if things get really dire, then that'll be a way to deal with that. Bloodtear Alchemist, so mean. Pyromancer. Yeah, so Pyromancer I definitely want to die. Flash Warbeast. My level. You must get on it. If I summon Warbeast here... No, I need to summon it here so I can move up and hit all 3. Actually, because if I move up, summon, move... Yeah, I have to... That's the right play. Do I want to move forward or pressure this mana? Either way, it'll take me 2 turns to get the mana, so... We'll do that. Oh my goodness. Warbeast, why are you so good? Alright, so, got more value. Nobody expects to flash reincarnation Makantor Warbeast. It's really good for trying to keep the board state even, because you can still outpressure Magmar as we saw during the early mid game. I want to try to get to late game. With old Mana Burn and Plasma Storm pre-nerf, they had a really easy time getting to the late game in my opinion, but now I have a bit more wiggle room. Now, if I kill Jaxi, I have a 50-50... Actually, no. Never mind. Disregard that statement. I was going to say I can move and then he can kill the mini jacks. But he's standing in the center and can't get at that. I'm silly. Don't listen to me. If I summon Twilight Sorcerer, I'd get Flash Reincarnation back, which might come in handy. I really, really want to Plasma Storm these guys, but that's not going to happen for me. So if I move out, I could Diretide Frenzy these guys. And I want to make sure I stay out of blast range. I don't want to give him a mini jacks. So I think just doing this, keeping the mini jacks alive, is the proper play. Do I need Plasma Storm? No. I don't need Plasma Storm because whatever he hits with the Scion's Third Wish is going to get buffed out of Plasma Storm range, and it's only going to shoot myself in the foot. Now that I've got Natural Selection, that becomes a better option for me, and I still am going to be relying on this Egg Morph. And now with Wings of Paradise, I have some options now to kind of deal with that sort of thing. I'm fine with that trade. Mini Jax is in range. Oh, wow. Entropic Decay is kind of big. I think it would have been better to trade both of these and use that mana on something else. But you see he's down to one card, so... Definitely Natural Selection on this. He's not allowed to buff that. No. And I am going to replace the Flash Reincarnation, just so I have more options. I'm moving back this way. Gonna kill the Healing Mystic, and then summon the Wings of Paradise. So now he doesn't have anything on the board to buff. I've summoned the Wings of Paradise over here in a defensive stance away from the Vitruvian General, and diagonally so we can't get blasted. And he's only got 3 cards. Saber Spine. Laser Tiger? Really? Did you just top deck the Laser Tiger? Okay. He's 2 Saber Spine Tigers. No Third Wish. I'm fine with that. Because he uses his mana and then doesn't have anything on the board to show for it. At 6, I can actually go Emerald Rejuvenator, Flash Veteran Silithar. And I still got to make sure that I don't let them get blasted. So if we do this, we're covered blast-wise. And do I want to replace anything? Diretide Frenzy? And do I want to attack him? No. I want to keep my HP up. Do I need Diretide Frenzy? Nah. Okay. Healing Mystic, that's a lot more attractive, honestly. Top myself off a little bit. Now he's got 3 cards in hand, but nothing on the board to buff. He just wasted 2 Saber Spine Tigers to neutral out the board and hit me. He probably could have saved that Tiger. I'm more Rejuvenator, that's fine. First Wish, okay. So that makes him a 5/5. Diretide Frenzy actually would have worked here. Okay. So I can Flash Elder. I can also Egg Morph this guy. I can Egg Morph this guy. Kill the egg. Hit him for 8. That threatens lethal. So I think that's the proper play. Egg, Healing Mystic, or yeah. So I think we can send the Silithar Elder back. Makantor Warbeast. Okay, does that change anything? 6, 7, 8. It leaves me another body. He could just become an egg. Makantor Warbeast, I think, is proper here, because I still want to save that egg morph for anything that I can't reach. And then, yeah, he just becomes an egg. The Healing Mystic moves forward and fights. Do I want to flash Healing Mystic? Can he burst me for 12? Okay, we got it in. I honestly don't think that that's the correct play, but I think that 2 HP is really going to save me. Crossbow Naga! Oh my goodness! Crossbow Naga. Well, that 2 HP. First wish. Ugh. That's annoying. So I can Egg Morph attack. And that leaves the Healing Mystic up. Let's swap out the Plasma Storm. It's double Egg Morph. Ugh. Dang. And I just summoned it here just because I was roping and I needed to get it out. And if I would have summoned it like over here or something, it would have left me in a much better spot. That's so tragic that I panic played like that because I wanted that 2 HP. Sorry about that, guys. Got greedy. Alright, so he's managed to build his cards back up to 4. Entropic Decay. And then attack the egg. I got Keeper of the Vale. And Dora. Okay. Cosmic Flesh on Pandora. And I have the second egg morph. I like that he did that risky gamble. That he wants to try to close this game out. Now, if I flash Keeper and get Makantor Warbeast, that would be absolutely insane. But I need to Egg Morph that Pandora anyway. So Egg Morph 5, and then I could Kinetic Equilibrium, which would kill the egg, bring him up to 6, 7, 8. No, 6, 7, 8. So I'd be 1 damage off of lethal with that play. But if I Keeper into Warbeast, then we live. Then, I mean, it would be a guaranteed victory. So I think the best course of action will be to Kinetic Equilibrium. Alright. see. I lose to Star's Fury, Scion's third wish, which would be insane. He would get 2 dervishes, move one up, blast me, and then hit me with the other. Jaxie, that's fine. And that's not good. I don't think I actually need Spirit Harvester here. Flash Reincarnation. Don't need that. Archon Spellbinder. Because if I hit this guy, I'll go down to 2. And if he hits this with Scion's third wish, I die anyway. Alright, so if I hit this, it deals 5 damage, I go down to 2. And then if I step 2 up, I'm out of Jaxie's range if it wants to hit me with Scion's third wish. Then I can summon Wings of Paradise and Archon Spellbinder. And that's my best bet. I lose to Star's Fury, Bone Swarm, Saber Spine Tiger, what else? That's all I can think of right now. That's what I lose to, though. Twilight Sorcerer brings back Entropic Decay, so we can take out the Archon Spellbinder. Probably brought back Cosmic Flesh. Yeah, okay. So I can do 5 here. He should have stayed down here. Oh my goodness, that's rough. Now, flying units can move through enemy units, so I can move the... If he would have stayed down here, he would have been safe, because the Archon Spellbinder was blocked off. But now I can Metamorphosis, get rid of that Provoke. Oh, it's all enemy minions? Oh, wow, okay, yeah, so then I just hit him for 7. And then hit him in the face. Yeah. Whoo! Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. That was pretty clutch. See, I played around Scion's third wish that entire time. I'm really proud of myself. It came down to the wire where I was like, oh man, if my opponent has this, I die. If my opponent has that, I die. And I live with 2 HP, so I think that there was a point inside that game where I was like, no, I'm not going to attack the enemy general. I want to keep my HP up. And so I lived by 2. I lived by 1 general attack. Oh, I love it when I make good decisions and then I'm rewarded for it. So thank you for stopping by and witnessing my glorious triumph. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.